Come on, just observe mystery goo. It's a little hard to control if the rocket turned like this. Hey guys, it's Mike here, and we're back with more Kerbal Space Program. And hopefully you guys have heard about Artemis II, the moon flyby mission between the US and Canada, I think. Hold on, let me go on my phone to confirm that. Just give me a sec, guys. Which countries? So, it was between the US, Canada, and Europe. So, great job to all three of you guys. Nice one. So yeah, the Artemis crew had returned. I think it was a few days ago at this point. I am currently recording this video on the 12th of April, and it is Sunday. So I have to give you guys your weekly video. So this is what I'm going to be doing. So we're going to be doing a mission inspired by Artemis. So we're going to be going back to the Mun. We're going to be doing a flyby to collect some more data on some things that I don't think we had before. Anyway, we're collecting data, okay? See, I'm using one of these compartments. I'm not sure if this is DLC or not. Anyways, so who are we going to be bringing? What? How did I? You know what? Never mind. We're going to be bringing Jebediah because Valentina already went on a big mission. So we're going to give her a well-deserved break. And we're going to be bringing Bill and Bob. Yeah, they have been working a lot, but you know, they're needed for this mission. Now, I didn't pack any extra cargo yet, so let's see what we could put in the inventory. Let's see, cargo. So, you wouldn't be able to really use that on... Since this is a flyby mission, so what could we put? Alright, we'll put this in here. So yeah, this can only work on a surface. Let's put in an extra jetpack. You know, for Bob. And let's put in an extra parachute. Actually, that doesn't make that much of a difference. You know what, because they already have jetpacks. Yeah, let's just put that fuel in there for the EVA jetpacks. Huh, mirror flag, whatever. So yeah, I guess we could just launch this, baby. So yeah, you could probably tell this is clearly SLS inspired. Okay. So yeah, let's just launch this thing. So we're going to be going back to the Mun. I hope Jebediah, Bill, and Bob are just as excited as I am for this. Okay. What is that? 2 p.m. on a summer day? Yeah, Kerbin wouldn't have seasons because Kerbin doesn't have an axial tilt. Yeah, you know planets in Kerbal Space Program have axial tilt. They did add it in Kerbal Space Program 2, but that game is dead. D-E-A-D, dead. Oh, I thought that was something. Anyways, so there it is. Can we see it from here? Oh yeah, and maybe you know that Kerbal Space Program actually got a little bit popular during the Artemis II launch. Anyway, alright. Throttles up. 3, 2, 1. Let's go back to the Mun! Yeah, we're not going to be landing on the Mun. We're just going to be doing a flyby like Artemis II did. Yeah, how you guys doing today? Yeah, it's just been a normal Sunday. I woke up around noon, because I was just pretty sleepy. My sleep schedule's a bit messed up. Oh, oh. Regain control! Regain control! Regain control! Alright, booster step. And I decided to use a few of those mini solid rocket fuel boosters that are intended to help boost boosters away so they don't accidentally damage the spacecraft. Oh, that was scary. And we're still in the atmosphere. Alright, but that seems like a pretty good apoapsis? Yeah, apoapsis. And I guess we could extend the solar panels. Yeah, we're not collecting any data from that, but, let's see if maybe there's some experiments that we missed. Alright. Yeah, this thing's got the power. See, I didn't really test out this rocket, I just scrambled this up so I could get a video out to you guys. Oh yeah, and we gotta turn on the lights. Yeah, just taste the power. Now. And there we go. Alright, circular orbit. And that seems like a pretty good amount of delta V. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything we could actually collect. Plus, this is Kerbal. So now we could plot the course. Alright, I don't think that's gonna work. So we're gonna have to adjust on the way home. Meh. We might be able to get some experiments in high Kerbal orbit. Maybe? Not sure if I did this experiment in high Kerbal orbit yet. Alright, so now we just wait for the node in T to be 11 seconds. And then we'll continue the adventure. And once I do have an encounter, I'll just adjust it so we'll actually be in a flyby. Okay. Now. Okay, we got the encounter. Wonder what kind of thumbnails I could get. Ah, yeah, maybe this could be the thumbnail. So I haven't really, like, done any true flybys where I just orbit around and then just splash back down. So this is what we'll do. Hold on, let me go on my phone to see when's the Muns, I guess, doesn't technically have an atmosphere, I don't know what it's called. At what altitude above the Mun is safe in KSP? So about 10 kilometers. Because the highest point is about 7 kilometers. Afterwards, we'll just adjust it to save on the delta V. Yeah, I could actually get a thumbnail here. Hold on, just trying to fight me. And maybe this. I don't know, you guys will actually see once I actually upload this video. So I just need to check on something, and we're getting close to the maneuver node. Hmm. Yeah, maybe I should, off camera, I should come up with things that I could tell you about. Maybe fun facts about the moon in real life. What's a cool fact about the moon in real life? Alright, let me finish this maneuver, and then I'll tell you something pretty cool about the real life moon. Alright, and let's see what data we could collect. Alright, that's not going to provide us with anything. Hey, it's some data, so it's not totally worthless. Now this is where I see if I did this or not. I did not! And putting all the science modules in this compartment definitely has made things a lot more organized. And oh, all right, let's get back in the ship. All right, so we'll have to send Bob out again to reset those. And we are back to the mud. Yeah, it doesn't seem that I could do a perfect flyby, but that's okay. All right. Hmm. Now it's time to do some more experiments. And this should be new. Yes. Yeah, and let's do an EVA report. Okay, nothing. And maybe a crew report. And there's a trick with crew reports, so you could do more than one. You just take the data and you put it back in. Alright, so let's just make sure that we'll be safe in a Mun orbit so we don't get flung off into deep space. And look, the Mun probe. And once I'm sent to collect more science, to be able to rescue Bob. I want to see if I could actually be able to do a real... Alright then. So we're safe in Mun orbit. Kind of dark. Let me turn off my lamp. There we go. You guys can't see it, but now I can see it better. I want to do this when it's day on the Mun. Is that even possible? No, not really. It's always going to be away from the light. And then... Alright, just a few more experiments and then we're pretty much going to be done here. Come on, just observe mystery goo. It's a little hard to control if the rocket turned like this. It's a little hard to see too. Alright, now I got it under control again. Grab. Huh? What was the report? Okay, just inside the craters. Yeah, we're pretty much done here. Okay, this could be the thumbnail. This is probably gonna be the thumbnail. Sorry about that, guys. For some reason, my software encountered an error, so there was a jump cut. Basically, what happened was I was trying to exit the Mun Sphere of Influence, but the orbit that I was gonna make around Kerbin would send me on another trajectory. Like to send me onto another Mun encounter, which would then lower my orbit, so I did that. And I got some shots, but I don't think we're ever going to be getting those. Well, let's just do this No fluff style, let's just go home. Because I already collected all my data, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, so we already collected all the data that we needed. So, let's just go home. See, I'll do some more research on how to do actual flybys. Let's make up for it by getting some thumbnails. Maybe just some pictures. Alright, I'll eventually decide on one. Alright, let's just go home. And that's kind of what I was talking about, where I got another encounter. See, I didn't really come into this video with any kind of plan. I just remembered Artimus II and thought, maybe there's some data I could collect around the Mun that I haven't yet. Let's see, where is the Mun now? Okay. So all our data's in. Alright, it's time to re-enter Kerbal. Okay. Ditching extra mass. Alright, fireworks show. Come on, I want a fireworks show. I want a fireworks show. Fireworks show. Fireworks show. Come on. Come on. Only the solar panels are get. Wait. Oh, those are the solar panels. Only the solar panels getting torn off. Really? We're in a fireworks show. And I did hear a theory that Kerbals live underground, so I hope that doesn't land on anyone. Yeah, see, Jeb's just as disappointed as I was that there was no fireworks show. Alright. And shake off this heat. You know what? Nah. It'll just detach naturally. Like, it's gonna fall down much faster than us. Hey, what do you know? We collected more data about the Mun? Topography? What's topography? Let me look it up on my phone. You know what? I can wait. Oh, EVA is unavailable. So let me just slow this down. What's topography? Topography is the detailed study and mapping of Earth's surface features, including elevation, slope, and natural landforms like mountains and valleys, as well as man-made structures. It focuses on the shape of the land using contour lines on maps to represent height above sea level. Okay, then. Yeah, no, it wasn't. Hey, mission complete! We went around the Mun, and we collected more data. That's a pretty good amount of science earned. I'd call that a win. Ooh, I'm gonna want that. So I can build space shuttles. Let's get this. And we're gonna need that for bigger rockets. And this is the archives. We got a lot of research on these subjects. Excellent. Alright, so we're pretty much done with Kerbin. So I guess the next target is maybe Duna. Yeah, maybe we should go to Duna next. Well, guys, that's about it for this video. And I'll see if I could collect some more. Maybe do a material study on the water. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's about it for this video, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Where are we gonna land? Alright, let's just ditch this extra That was scary. Uh, oh, dang nabbit.